Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Hearthstone Legendary Series. My name is TJ Osmo Sanders, and I'm joined with George Hyped Magazzini.
There you go.
I got it right. I got the last name right. And if you guys want to be like Steve in that Plantronics commercial and start getting points out the wing, then check out those Plantronics headsets, like our bear back here, who's wearing one of those rig headsets. Big shout out to those guys at Plantronics for helping us out with the Legendary Series. We are 2 matches away from determining the winner of Week 1 of the Hearthstone Legendary Series Season number 2. We're about to jump into our semifinal matchup between Azuzu and Lifecoach. Now, both these guys have had quite a impressive run throughout the tournament. Lifecoach's has been a little bit tougher, though. He's had to play in 2 elimination matches so far. He had to take down Strifecrow earlier in the day. What are your thoughts on their play so far?
He's been playing really well. All of his matches have gone super long. I mean, we know Lifecoach takes a while, but they've all gone to like the 5th game as well, which is super grueling. Looks like he's pretty calm. He's ready to go. Azuzu is still bouncy, jittery. I think he gained a lot of fans though yesterday. I saw a lot of people asking like if he was streaming or something in chat. So we'll talk to him about that later, but maybe if he wins.
Yeah. He's a busy guy. He's actually I believe you said he's a full-time software developer, I believe, and from Southern California. So he plays Hearthstone when he can. He plays in the tournaments on the weekends. And of course, yesterday he had a really impressive performance. Got a chance to interview him. We got a chance to prove that he actually was not a liar, because he told us that his favorite class was Druid. Ended up not bringing Druid, but instead bringing Hunter, which is like the exact opposite of Druid.
Yeah. It worked well for them though. We'll see how it works against Lifecoach. They both have the Demon Lock, but again, Lifecoach with the Mountain Giants, got to give him the edge.
Yeah. So Paladin versus Paladin first. These guys' decks are very similar. Now, Lifecoach is a little bit slower. He runs the Kel'Thuzad, he runs the Paladin Sky Golems. Do you think that gives him an advantage going into this matchup? Or
I like Sky Golems for sure, yeah.
Tough to deal with for other Paladins?
Yeah, and it usually favors the more slower player, the Paladin Mirror. I was thinking, though, about Azuzu's Face Hunter is going to wreck Lifecoach's lineup, so you could just run that last. He'll beat whatever he wants.
That's very true, yeah.
Lifecoach has got the double Big Game Hunter in his Druid, though, I believe, as well. It's going to be pretty good versus the Warlock if he can line that up, but it's going to hurt him against the Hunter.
Yeah, well, did we say Azuzu's, did his have the Mountain Giants as well? Or was his...
I don't think so, no.
So is the double BGH actually going to... Well, I guess for Molten Giants, yeah.
Yeah.
But the double BGH could be a liability if he draws those early on. They'll just be a big swing card later.
Yeah, but if he tries to go for early Mal'Ganis, BGH, you're done.
Yeah. So Azuzu, he was actually the player that went 2-0 yesterday. So he actually hasn't had to play an elimination match. He hasn't played thus far today. He might not be warmed up. He might be nervous. Yesterday, his nerves seem like they got worse, which is usually backwards. Usually you get on camera, you start to get comfortable. You play in that sort of bigger environment than just playing ladder. And,
taking deep breaths. Yeah,
deep breaths. Very bouncy. Doesn't have a closet door, which might be putting him on edge a little bit more too.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
When my closet is closed, you just feel more comfortable.
Yeah, like a whole ritual. You close your closet, open this window.
Yeah.
This
exactly.
table.
It's my pre-ladder ritual. Superstition.
Lifecoach has got Tyrion, Shredder. Actually, Minibot and Muster. They're pretty good. Everything's pretty good.
Yeah.
Thinking about the coin hero power, the coin Minibot, or just the coin pass.
I like the coin Minibot here.
Okay.
It gives you the sort of initiative. It eliminates possibilities for turn 2 plays from your opponent, like Knife Juggler. Also, if you have the initiative on a Minibot, I think that gives you an advantage.
He saves it.
Yeah. Because now if his Minibot comes down, there could be a possibility for like an Aldor, a tempo Aldor play. It's very risky because you always want to be in the Paladin versus Paladin matchup, keeping in the back of your mind, okay, is he going to get more value out of his big 4-drops? Like, is he going to have a big swing? If I have a 2-2 and a 3-3 on the board, and he plays True Silver, he's going to have the advantage all of a sudden.
How big is Coin Tyrion in this matchup? I mean, you only have to worry about Owl and Harrison to a lesser extent.
Yeah. Usually, I don't know. It's if he doesn't have an answer to Tyrion, he can straight up win you the game.
Okay.
But at the same time, we saw it earlier. Tyrion, if you have like double True Silver in your hand, Tyrion's sort of the card that you play like at the end as the haha, like now I've got you, sort of thing, where you burn through like their silences, you get out of silence on a Sludge Belcher, and then you have the Tyrion later on to just sort of finish them off.
All right, taking it slow. Let's see if he coins the Shredder or not next turn.
I think that'd be a strong play. Since you got another Shredder to follow it up.
Azuzu doesn't really have strong plays, though.
Nope.
Like, how much do you want to save that Aldo for something better?
Quite a bit.
But the 3/3 is decent here because it keeps your mini bot alive. You can throw it into the Shredder next turn if you want.
But if you get coin True Silver next turn and it takes out your Aldor,
that's rough.
I mean, any play that you do, but if you hero power this turn, you don't really have anything to play the next turn that wouldn't have you wouldn't have played the turn before.
Yeah.
Like if you hero powers this turn, then a True Silver could still come out the following turn after that without wasting much time.
Yeah.
Really hard, really tough.
Beating Lifecoach at his own game.
That's the plan.
All right.
Is like in California, it's what, 2 p.m.
Yeah. In Austria,
it's like what, 10?
I don't know.
9, 10 o'clock.
Sky Golem, there it is.
The muster for battle though. This is
really sick. It's gonna kill the mini bot for free-ish.
You can always take the risk with this because if they have Consecrate, you're still in an okay position because you still have the Light's Justice. Because if they're Consecrating on turn 4, then they're not building anything else. And
threatening the Coin Quartermaster as well.
Yeah.
Always strong.
And if he doesn't have the Consecrate, which he doesn't, he does have Mind Control Tech.
Yeah, Mind Control Tech Zombie Chad's really strong, actually.
Especially if he gets the shielded mini bot. That'll be a complete swing and momentum here. We'll see what he gets.
Maybe he just wants to recruit, though, if he's thinking if Quartermaster's going to come down.
Yeah, that's true. No real terrible outcome in that situation. A 1-1's a 1-1.
That said, Piloted Shredder is perfectly fine here from Lifecoach.
Yeah. There could be a possibility of a coin Tyrion. There really doesn't look like... I guess next turn, the possibility of a coin Piloted Sky Golem. But, I mean, Piloted Shredder would be okay that next turn as well.
Yeah.
You can Piloted Shredder, then Piloted Sky Golem, then coin out of Tyrion. He's got a pretty good set of plays here with this curve.
Yeah, the Belcher's probably going to come down. He's just going to Shredder attack the Belcher. Just play another Shredder.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's really, really good to go. Oh, he's gonna just keep his guys up, make him do the trades. He doesn't care if you Mind Control Tech into his Shredder. He's got 2 more.
And who knows what's piloted him.
Yeah. Plus, he's always still threatening the Quartermaster.
Yeah. It's weird, the concept of Piloted Shredders and Piloted Sky Golem is that the card that comes out was driving it.
And it could be something huge.
It's very awkward. Like, what if a Piloted Shredder comes out of a Piloted Sky Golem?
That doesn't make sense. So you hop, so some little dude hops in the Shredder, and then the Shredder, with the big Shredder, he pilots the Sky Golem.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of cool.
And then whatever was in the Piloted Sky Golem was actually driving, or the Piloted Shredder was driving both.
Yeah, there's just a little haunted creeper.
Yeah, or like a Bluegill Warrior.
Yeah.
Just driving both.
I like it.
Pilotception right there. It's too bad there's no 2-drop that's a piloted something or other.
Yeah, Creeper's as close as it gets.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. The small spiders, the spectral spiders, were driving the regular spider.
I don't think that's how spiders work. Except for that one in Wild Wild West.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know enough about spiders to confirm or deny whether or not spiders
I don't know much
work
about them
that
either. They could actually be driven.
Yeah. I stay away from spiders as much as I can.
So do you Mind Control Tech into the Shredder? I guess not. It's not that good of a trade. You just go into the mini bot and then keep everything up. Take advantage of the taunt.
Yeah. We could be in for a long series here.
He's got to double check.
Double check, triple check, quadruple check. Check the time.
All right, keeping one more health on the Micro's attack just to dodge Knife Juggler a little bit.
So, big question here is, does he want to coin out the Piloted Shredder? Or sorry, coin out the Piloted Sky Golem, or just play the Piloted Shredder and float a mana this turn? Because if he plays the Piloted Shredder, I'm certain that he wants to save the coin for probably a big Tyrion play come turn 7.
So yeah, Shredder, Sky Golem, Tyrion's really strong, but at the same time, you don't really want him to trade that. I guess it depends what you get here. Okay.
That protects you slightly against Consecration.
You're a little sad about that. Mind Control Tech going into your Shredder, but are you more sad if it goes into your Sky Golem?
Yeah, I think so.
Plus you lose the coin.
They sort of serve the same purpose, I think. Because whether or not you traded Mind Control Tech plus that slime, I don't think there's as much of a difference than just trading in the Mind Control Tech there. Unless you get like a 1-1 from the Piloted Shredder. Then it would make a big difference. But I like this play quite a bit better.
Okay, goes with the Shredder. Lifecoach just got Death Rattles. Just everything is Death Rattle, except for that heal bot.
Yeah.
If you Loatheb, you need to go face, but do you really care about 6 damage, especially when you have a zombie child that's going to heal him? Probably not. So I'm good with the hero power Shredder.
Yeah. We've gone through a lot of Shredders so far.
Yeah, you go ahead and make this trade.
They added a lot of like variability to some matchups. The Piloted Shredder and this Piloted Sky Golem. They're pretty much staple cards and almost half the decks that we see in competitive play right now.
Yeah, and that the Sneasel Shredder too kind of like gave GC Turret some options, really cool options.
Yeah. Those cards have shaped the Legendary Series to be what it is.
Definitely. Alright, this is a good one for Azuzu.
Yeah. Above average, I would say.
And Shredder should be in the middle.
Piloted Sky Golem. Really is Inception. Just so many things popping
the Shredders trade into each other.
The Shredders trade into each other. I mean, there actually is a possibility for what comes out of the Shredder to be more powerful than what comes out of the Sky Golem.
Yeah.
If Millhouse comes out of the Shredder and
Enhance Meccano is the good.
Enhance Meccano, Dread Corsair,
Summoning Portal.
The armor, the weapon.
Yeah.
Amani weaponsmith. Arathi. Amani Berserker. Arathi weaponsmith. Different subsects of trolls, I think. No, Arathi's is an orc.
That's right.
Yeah.
Female orc.
I'm not on my lore game today. Not on my lore game. I'm going to come back next time we broadcast Legendary Series, and I'm just going to hit everybody up with some lore knowledge bombs.
I was thinking about how to best to set up for the, like, he's like, if I attack the slime, does it threaten anything? Not really.
Oh.
Alright, are we going to see it? Or does he just let the taunt live? I'm fine with that, yeah. Loatheb, just go face. Deal with the Sky Golem next turn.
Yeah.
Let him spend 6 damage right on your slime.
Uh-huh.
You know, you're not worried about Consecrate. If with the Loatheb, what are you worried about? Killing your slime, just Black Knight.
Yeah. Other option here would be to Aldor Peacekeeper with like a Knife Juggler and Hero Power. You don't really want to Consecrate because that adds just more power onto the board. You're not really accomplishing anything with the Consecration here.
Yeah, it's like what are you going to Aldor if you're not that, right?
The Sky Golem.
Let me think.
We're letting you think. We're letting you think.
We've let you think enough. You can stop thinking now.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Loatheb and go face only pushes 6 damage. He's still at 20. You know he's got heals.
Yeah. Loatheb it is.
Lets you get another hero power. Okay,
Yeah.
I like it. So now if you want to Aldor, you can do it next turn.
Yeah.
And now the coin Tyrion has been blocked.
Yeah, there's no way he was expecting Coin Tyrion. Can't even consecrate this turn, which is actually a pretty big deal. In fact, the only play that he can make in this situation is an anti-heal bot.
Yeah.
And he can owl, but he wants to save that owl. I don't know if you want to use an owl on a piloted shredder.
Yeah, you're thinking about Tyrion, Sylvanas.
Wow, this is actually really annoying because
that is so annoying. I'm so mad when that happens. Like you didn't know I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like when you're planning out. He was planning out from the beginning, possibly to coin Tyrion, and that's the one thing I don't like about Lotheb is like when you're a player that likes to plan out things way in advance, and then Lotheb just shuts down your plans. Like you get punished for planning too far ahead.
And it's also annoying because for Azuzu in that or for Lifecoach in that situation, a double annoying because not only can he not coin Tyrion, but he can't even kill anything off because he throws the 6 damage from the piloted Sky Golem.
Yeah, so really strong play from
1-2
Azuzu
slime.
to Lotheb to protect your little 1/2 slime, let him absorb a Sky Golem. Sky Golem like just accidentally stepped on a slime. He's like, oh, that was my attack for the turn.
It's like it
fly right over it. Look at those little rockets.
It's like
rockets on the bottom.
When you're bowling and like you're just setting up and you turn around when someone asks you a question and you accidentally step over the line. And then you get
Who are
the
you bowling
foul
with?
for that turn.
Those are not your friends.
They distract me. I'm not a very good bowler. Play way too much Hearthstone.
Yeah. I took bowling in high school. This is some credits.
You took bowling?
Yeah, you get credits for it. I took bowling.
Like as a class, you would
you
actually
get
go to
credits.
the bowling alley?
Yeah, it was like a morning thing. It's pretty sick.
Really? I want to go to your high school.
Yeah. I'd never really just bowl. I'd always just like spin the ball, put some backspin on it, curve it around.
Man. I would just like sit at the snack bar and eat chili cheese fries the whole day.
Putting the shredders on the outside. I think he's just doing that to mess with me.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't even think about it. A lot of people don't think about it. It's really rare for you to get. Well, I guess it's not that. Flametongue Totem, Direwolf Alpha.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
I want to see him punished for it. I mean, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
That 1/3.
Quality Consecrate.
Okay.
I think I like a Quality Consecrate.
And then you get your egg at 1, which is like really scary for your opponent.
Yeah. Can't really play.
Although
Knife
1 and 2
Juggler.
is almost the same, but with Knife Juggler, there's a difference. Okay. Save that Consecrate. I like it. Actually like that a lot.
Oh, wow.
Consecrate later.
He's going to snipe. 1 snipe. 2 snipe. 3 snipe. Oh. Can't clear.
No.
Not quite. Wait. Yeah,
Oh, no, he can with the knife. He gets a knife here.
Yeah, he does.
But so he can just throw it in, and then if it hits, yeah.
Here we go.
He could actually coin hero power.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So he gets a couple knives. Ooh, that's one of the worst. Enhancer Meccano and Defender of Argus.
Yeah.
Probably the 2 lowest power you can get from a Pilot of Sky Golem.
Right.
Oh, the Harrison off the top. I don't know how good. I mean, 3 cards, yeah, is great, but he's got a scary board staring at him. Consecrate is okay, but he still puts a 4/4 on the board.
Yeah.
It's just going to kill his Harrison in turn, but I think he doesn't really have a choice in this situation.
Actually, Lifecoach is like, oh, you can't Harrison my Tyrion now. Wait, someone played. Oh no. Okay, I was gonna say, did he play Owl too?
Yeah.
That was the Owl on the other hand.
Oh, gets a Harrison of his own. So that's going to prove to be really useful. And you can, yeah, safely use Tyrion here. Haven't seen an Owl, but we have seen the Harrison. So if this Tyrion lives...
Black Knight slightly punishes that. He could have, like, just
Black Knight, yeah. He's going to give it some thought, but Black Knight plus True Silver Champion.
Yeah, he can also muster if he wants. You got 2.
Well, I mean,
no, you definitely, you want to kill the...
He's at 14 health right now.
Yeah, plus you want to kill that, or you want to kill the Nervian.
Yeah. I mean, if you Black Knight and then you have your Black Knight on the board plus your Harrison Jones on the board plus a True Silver, you'd be threatening lethal the following turn. Well, assuming he wouldn't clear, which he would, but you have Knife Juggler plus double muster.
Oh yeah, he's gonna save that.
You can start sniping left and right.
Job's done.
But he's also gonna clear the weapon though with that Harrison.
Yeah. That's really dangerous territory to be in.
He's at 1 HP. Okay, well you can heal for 3 effectively.
Yeah. So outdoor the Black Knight, kill the Harrison, and use the Harrison of
Yeah,
your
what
own.
can you
Of course,
draw? You have
Harrison
3
first,
mana with the coin. Is there anything crazy? No taunts left for 3 mana. Really sad about that, the Defender of Argus. That really hurt him.
Yeah.
Like, what if that was Cult Master?
Yeah.
I would have got consecrated.
There's so many things that could have been better in this situation. Like, as long as anything else would have survived through the consecrate except for Enhance Mechano.
Yeah.
And if he had like 5 damage here or something, or 4 damage even, it would have been quite a bit better.
So is consecrate good here? Because he doesn't really want to. Yeah, it's not good.
I think the Peacekeeper. You die to Truce Over.
Yep.
Because I think we've only seen 1 Truce Over. It's hard to keep track of in mirror matches, but
he gets he only gets six juggles next turn because he can only fit that on the board. So how many have to hit? So he can hit face with the dagger or with the Light's Justice. So he's got to hit 3 daggers out of 6.
That's 2.
Yeah.
I think that's.
But you can still just do it anyways.
Yeah.
It's still a good play.
Yeah.
All right, big money.
Oh, double Knife Juggler, double Muster.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of juggles because he gets a juggle from the first Knife Juggler spawn as well.
10, 11.
Because he'll get 10
I think it's
juggles.
11 juggles.
Oh yeah, 11 juggles total. 11 juggles. There's
only 13 possible.
13 health, yeah.
There's 13 health, and you get the dagger hit.
That's pretty likely. I'd say that's.
Oh, wait, so 13. Wait, there's 13. You get.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be the greatest.
So it's like, yeah, it's like a 13 out of 15. Okay.
11 out of 13 chance.
11 out of 13 chance, yeah.
No, I think our math is
it's
all
close
wrong.
enough. It's close enough.
It's close enough.
Go ahead and tweet at us
going for
if you
it.
know the math.
Yeah, if you think you're better at math than we are, which there's a 99% chance that you are, you can tweet us. But this is Snipe Central here. Puts on the sniper goggles.
The so he only has to, yeah, at 12. Okay, I forgot it already.
12 total health, yeah.
Lifecoach. He knows. He knows. Oh, no, he doesn't know about the second one yet. 1 more dagger.
Look at his Lifecoach's face. He's saying, what? That's way too many knives. Okay. And that's all he needed with the Light's Justice. He will be able to swing face for lethal. And our spectator blasts the rocket off just in time. What a finish to that game.
All right.
Lifecoach, you can't even really be mad about that. That's a good way to go out.
Yeah.
That's an exciting way to go out. Congratulations to Azuzu for taking the first game of this best-of-5 match for this semifinal.
With style.
And I'm pretty sure Lifecoach has lost every single first match that he's played in thus far. I believe all of his games have gone to a 5th game, including except the series that he lost, which he actually got 3-0'd.
Okay.
But all the series that he's won, he's lost the first game, and he has won 3-2. So he is not a stranger to being in it for the long haul. Very patient player. He's a very cool-headed player.
Yeah, maybe the most patient player.
The most patient player. It's ridiculous how patient he can be sometimes.
Patient assassin.
Yeah. Azuzu still has Hunter and Warlock left to win with. His Hunter deck will actually, you mentioned you should save it to last.
Easy time. Very easy time. And the Warlock deck is strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the players are taking a quick break after that long match to get refreshed. But the biggest thing here is, do you think he'll go for the Save the Hunter for last?
I think so. I think he should. It's so good.
Yeah, because he still has to win with Paladin, Warlock, and Druid. And Face Hunter, I guess it's pretty good against Druid. They don't have really ways to stop that early damage.
You want like a double Zombie Chow Druid, and I think Lifecoach, he's got things like Nourish, Double Force, so I think he's cut Zombie Chow. I mean, he might have one, but not sure. Yeah.
We just want to, while these guys are taking a break, want to give you guys a quick reminder. We are still doing that giveaway. If you guys head over to esl.gg/legendary giveaway, the link on your screen there, you can enter a raffle for a bunch of Hearthstone packs, as well as some Plantronics rig headsets. Plantronics was nice enough. They're one of the sponsors on board. And speaking of our sponsors, we'd like to give a big shout out to them. Plantronics and Gigabyte have joined us for Season 2 of the Legendary Series, and they have helped us out quite a bit. So if you guys want to support them, show them your thanks and your support for making a lot of this esports goodness happen, then head to those links that you just saw on your screen. Maybe check out some of the products from Plantronics and from Gigabytes. And of course, George is going to take us through where you can find us on Twitter.
Yeah, if you want to tweet about those games, what you thought, and who you're rooting for between GCT Turf, Azuzu, and Lifecoach, go ahead and tweet with the hashtag HSL, and then go ahead and tag Azumo Cutie and at Tempo Hyped. HLS, I'm sorry.
HLS.
Hashtag HLS.
Hearthstone Legendary Series. Yeah, and we'll be reading those tweets throughout the day and responding to them as long as we ever get out of this Lifecoach versus Azuzu matchup. Please send help. We've been here for 3 days. We are about to jump into the second match. The players are back, and Azuzu with that 1-0 victory, or 1-0 lead over Lifecoach thus far. Azuzu is teamless. Lifecoach, of course, part of Nylum Gaming. With,
although Azuzu was mentioning he practices with Team Under the Radar.
Yeah.
Which has phone tap on it, and I think fake as well.
Yeah. He says big thanks to those guys for helping him prepare. Phone Tap was a guy that actually made it to the Legendary Series a few times last season. He was one of, I think, 4 players to qualify twice for the actual Challenger Cup. We had a little bit of different format last year. So he's a player that's been around for a while. So it's good to see those high-end ladder players helping each other out.
Yeah.
And that's how Hearthstone teams form. A lot of people think, it's not a team sport. Why do you need a team? But there's a lot that goes into like collaborating and stuff like that. I'm sure your team has helped you quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Rocking that Raynad Mage.
Brodan gives us so many good decks. He's just such a prolific deck creator.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah, Pirate Rogue.
I know. Every single week I come into Legendary Series, the first thing Frodan goes is says, check out my new deck. And I say no. Just kidding. If you're out there, Dan, I'm sorry.
Aw. OC, he is going with the Warlock, saving the Face Hunter for last. Lifecoach, Wild Growth Keeper, great start. You really need those keepers for the not only the Drakes but the Void Callers.
Yeah.
Super scary. Tosses the Rag, of course.
Yep. Wild Growth start though. I like the fact that he's saving the Hunter for last.
Not happy with his hand. He shook his head. I don't know what it is yet, but he mulliganed everything and he shook his head. Yeah. I mean Void Caller. How sad are you really?
I don't think that's that terrible. I don't think Mortal Coil is going to give you much use against a Druid, though.
Nope.
I mean, maybe
just
something that comes from a Paladin Shredder.
Yeah, the little, the 4/1 Pirate.
What is it, the One-Eyed Cheat?
Yeah, One-Eyed Cheat.
The One-Eyed Cheat. I hate that thing. I don't think I've ever had a One-Eyed Cheat live an extra turn.
Oh.
Poor me. The world's smallest violin is playing.
Wouldn't mind a Shredder here. Just Wild Growth later.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind. I would love a Shredder here.
I would love a Shredder here. And then he could silence the Void Caller, trade in, get himself a One-Eyed Cheat. Oh, he doesn't want the One-Eyed Cheat.
No.
What he wants here is the Patient Assassin, which he is.
Yeah, Patient Assassin, probably one of the best Paladin Shredder drops.
One of the best combos ever that I pulled off was Patient Assassin off the Shredder into Kel'Thuzad. You kill whatever they drop, and then you re-stealths.
You re-stealths. You just get another one.
Overpowered. Yeah.
Wow, that's ridiculous. There's some crazy combos. What's the craziest combo I've pulled off with a Paladin Shredder?
Alright, going with the Wild Growth. Playing it safe. I mean, maybe he doesn't even want to kill. He doesn't want the Shredder on the board that early. Against a Handlock, you don't need to pressure them because of Moltons.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a really early Rag. It was like turn 5.
Yeah.
Turn 5
Rag can be double-edged sword against Handlock.
Yeah. You want it to be, unless it's sniping creatures, it's not really doing you much good.
Yeah, and you can't really rely on it for finishing them because they could just play like 3 little small things. Alright, so now maybe he was thinking about this because he gets the hero power as well.
Yeah. That's or Wrath for 1.
Yeah, I don't mind the Wrath for 1. You're not really gonna have 3 damage Wrath targets at this stage, and you definitely do want. Since you ramped mana, you have this mana. You want to use this mana on creatures.
Yeah.
So Azure Drake's good pickup here. He wanted, because, yeah.
Lifecoach's Druid, a little bit different than Turris that we saw earlier. It's a faster Druid. We know it runs double combo.
I don't know if I'd say faster, though. It's got Rag and Nourish. Nourish is kind of a slow card.
Yeah, faster meaning, I guess, double combo.
Okay, yeah.
No, not faster or slower, just it's Ramp Druid that runs double combo.
Yeah.
So he has the potential to get quite a bit of burst at the end. And I haven't seen like what he's cut.
Yeah, so probably Zombie Chow has been cut. I think he has 2 BGH, though, so what else has he cut? I think maybe there's only 1 Druid of the Claw, or maybe... Is he running Belcher? We got to look at the 5 jobs, because I know he runs 2 Drakes.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he's doing for 5 jobs. That's where you make the cuts. And then I bet he's also cut something weird.
Yeah.
Like Innervate. He only runs 1.
1 Innervate. I don't think that'd be a card that he kept, but Zombie Chow definitely a thing. He's got the Mal'Ganis to pull from the Void Color. No AoE in his hand right now.
Rough.
That's very rough.
Lifecoach already has 18 damage, 19 with hero power.
Yeah. Sludge Belcher, I think, is the only reasonable play this turn.
Yeah, you got nothing else. I mean, Void Collar is worth considering. You see the Keeper right there.
Yeah.
You might think you're far enough behind that you need something crazy off Void Collar.
Yeah. He's just not finding any areas where he can leverage these Mortal Coils.
The nice thing here is that, okay, that might be lethal. So double roar.
Double roar,
hero power. Face goes in.
No, not quite.
Okay, yeah.
That the other sledge stands in the way.
You got 16 damage that goes through. That said, you could do 1 now.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, so Shredder and 1.
I don't know, though. Is 1 really that good? I mean,
well, I like keeping the Drake healthy in this case. But you can't hero power, so it is messy. If you could hero power, it'd be so good, because then you could, like, Keeper into the thing, and then Shredder, keep the Shredder healthy as well. Although, actually, no, it's so good. Just 1 roar, face and Keeper in, Shredder into the ooze, Azure Drake face, put the other Shredder.
I like just Paladin Shredder, throw 1 Paladin Shredder in, hero power the rest, and then Keeper the Grove into the slime. You're still keeping the Azure Drake healthy. You're trading your Paladin Shredder for whatever comes out.
Yeah, I like keeping the Death Rattle active on that.
Whoa! Didn't even think of the Rag.
Didn't see it coming. Goes for it.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty good, because either way, he's either hitting phase to set up for double Savage Roar.
There's no good Shadow Flames here, and you can't Shadow Flame down a Rag at this stage.
There's no AoE.
Actually, Big Game Hunter Shadow Flame, a 1 mana off.
He doesn't have Shadow Flame.
Yeah, he's got the Big Game Hunter there, so Big Game Hunter's in. And heals, that's weak.
That's very weak. If he does that, he...
16 plus 6. It's 22. He's 1 off.
Oh, he'd heal, so he'd be at 26.
Yeah.
That slime stands in his way yet again. I mean, he could be on like a rat.
Backstab right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wrath might be lethal. 8 plus 6.
But this is right where a Druid wants a Warlock, in a situation where every single turn they're threatening lethal.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they're having to heal up, so they don't have time to like build a wall and heal, or AoE and build a wall, stuff like that.
When I'm a Druid with double roar in my hand, I'm so happy against Handlock. Doesn't even need the force. I like the double roar because it's like sneakier.
Yeah.
And you can do things like silence double roar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
go with the 1 combo. Oh,
he's got 28 damage. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a quick one, and that's just the power of that Druid.
Lifecoach showing that when he doesn't get his hand clogged with 2, he wins those games sometimes when he gets his hand clogged with Force of Nature, and when he doesn't, he's guaranteed to win.
Well, double Wild Growth. You can't really ask for much more than that as a Druid. I guess that's karma for all the games earlier where Lifecoach got double Force of Nature in his opening hands.
Yeah. It's a good play too, though, when he Wild Growth instead of Shredder. Shredder, but it turns out the Wild Growth was much better.
Yeah,
gets the Shredder down on with that Innervate turn. Azure Drake Shredder, build this huge board out of nowhere that can't be removed easily. Really sick.
Yeah, definitely. And he's gonna tie up the series 1-1, a quicker game than we're used to seeing with Lifecoach, and I think he's got Warlock remaining. These guys have very similar
Yeah, okay. So Lifecoach has Paladin and Warlock, and Azuzu has Hunter and Warlock.
Okay. That Hunter, though.
I'm just going to beat both of those classes, so Azuzu just needs to pick up a win with his Warlock.
Yeah.
He'll be good to go.
He's going to probably go with the Warlock again. I'm assuming Lifecoach might just try for his Warlock as well.
Yeah. So he is favored, but then he has to beat that Hunter, so seems it's a tall order.
Yeah.
No small feat.
No small feat. But Lifecoach, no stranger to coming back from deficits here. Again, like we said, every single match that he's won so far, he's actually dropped the first game so far this weekend. He's had a long road. It's getting late over there where he is. He's used to it, though. He's been playing in a lot of tournaments recently. And, wow, Azuzu actually goes with the Hunter. So this means that he'll have to find a win with his Warlock.
Yeah.
Potentially.
But he gets 2 chances against the Warlock and the Druid.
You're writing off the Warlock already?
Yeah.
This is really tough.
He's got a heal bot.
Yeah.
I don't think there's he probably cut Earthen.
Yeah.
Lifecoach.
Yeah. This is just so rough.
He's got to get that Mal'Ganis out ASAP.
There's potential for the Hunter to win like on turn 5 or turn 6.
Yeah.
When both hero powers are damaging the Warlock, it doesn't fare well.
Yeah, I think
well with the Warlock.
I think I'm just hoping for a Void Caller if I was that Demon Lock. Some big Void Caller turns.
Yeah. Or big walls earlier on. I mean, if you can block some damage, like maybe with like an early Sun Fury or onto a Ancient Watcher or something like that.
He's got Void Caller. Let's see if he keeps the Void Caller. I mean, if he keeps the Void Caller, maybe he tosses the Sun Fury to look for that demon. But yeah, it is really slow with 4-drop. What's fast in his deck, though? I don't think he has a Zombie Chow.
No. Lifecoach doesn't like Zombie Chows, it seems. He cuts in a lot of his decks. He cut in his Druid. Pretty sure he cut it in his Paladin as well.
I like it. It's just like saying, okay, I'll take the loss to aggro, but I will win the other matches.
Which is interesting because I think he's lost quite a few Paladin mirrors.
Yeah, barely though.
Yeah, so that's true. That's true. Most of his games with Paladin in general have been very close, so I don't think a Zombie Chow would have helped him or hurt him in a lot of the matches. But this is it's so tough to decide what to keep because against Hunter there's no room for error. Against Face Hunter there's no room for error. You miss a damage on a turn. You don't have a card at the right time. Like you don't hit a timing. Feels like StarCraft. You're not hitting your timings, but
just getting Zergling rushed.
This isn't bad. He can put up a wall early on.
Actually, Ancient Watcher is amazing.
Yeah.
2 taunt givers, so he doesn't even have to feel sad about burning that Sun Fury.
And Ancient Watcher, if he gets taunt, you silence it. All of a sudden it's on steroids.
Oh yeah.
That thing's moving around. You ain't got nothing on it.
Got the coil. This is pretty sick.
Yeah.
This is pretty sick.
If there's any way you beat a Hunter as the hand
involves
lock,
Ancient Watcher, Sun Fury, coil.
All it needs is a couple Molten Giants, a Void Caller to break out that Mal'Ganis. Sitting pretty. Mortar Coil, and throw up that taunt. I want to see Azuzu's reaction to this.
He's like, this is how I lose. This is how I lose.
This is where most Face Hunters on ladder just instantly concede.
Yes, go on to the next game.
Next game. In the time that it'll take me to lose this one, I can win 5 more. Not in this case, Azuzu. You gotta find a win with this Hunter somehow.
I'm not a Face Hunter expert. I don't know the best play here. It's a humble brag.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah, there are experts.
Let's get Chalky on the phone.
Chalky, Gara.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Wow.
All right, Lifecoach, you got it all. Can you do
This hand is absurd.
It's everything we wish for. We need the heal bot, but we'll get it when we need it.
We need Molten Giants and heal bot.
I wonder if he will silence that. He knows the deck, but if I was a Hunter, I'd be like, no, you don't have that. You don't have the demon. I'm going face.
I would. Oh, really? Go face. I would wait to see if he gets taunted or not before I would throw out an owl in that situation.
Yeah, I guess Shadow Flame is like the only.
Yeah. This is
Although
always.
He can Hellfire it himself next turn.
That's always a tough choice there, whether or not to break the Haunted Creeper. You put additional
you
power
just saw
on the board.
you just saw the kill command. You're not worried about the beast.
Yeah. Let's start hacking away.
Double Owl. You know, it's not the greatest hand, but it can get people. You had both owls. Okay.
second kill command and top 10 cards also would be pretty fantastic. I mean, Azuzu's hand is not terrible.
It's kind of clunky, but
it's better than like double explosive trap.
All right, let's see. Does he get? He went for the face. Okay, careful deliberation. Goes face.
Much consideration needed. Another taunt giver as well, so I would like to see like some type of heal there, but you can't really ask for much more if you're life coach in this situation. You have a lot of tools to be able to close this one out.
Just do the Hellfire. Trade it in, Hellfire. You get a 9. Even if it gets silenced, it still has 9 power. You do 2 this turn. 11, 2 turns in a row.
You don't want to let him trade into your Void Caller?
He's not going to do that. So just Hellfire now.
Well, if you taunt it, the like Defender of Argus just start pushing in for damage.
I really like Hellfire. Mal'Ganis. Oh, he's not going to do it. It seems really good.
I will agree with you. It does seem okay.
You get a taunt. If it got silenced once, he could have taunted up. Of course, we got owled again.
But I think this is like a lot
safer?
better because you're putting 2 medium-sized taunts, one of which, if you kill it, could summon something very mean on the other side.
All right, so he's. Alright, Owl's got to go on the Void Caller.
Yeah.
Maybe Owl the second one too?
I don't know. I think he might end up Unleash.
Yeah, Unleash is strong here. 3, it's about as much as you're going to get. You miss a hero power though, you're a little sad about that.
Ooh, okay.
Wolf Rider to the face.
Wolf Rider.
Classic.
Which card should I pick that I can go face with? Oh, second Mortar Coil as well?
Sick.
That's right on time, too, because Wolf Rider just comes out.
He could immediately taunt the... Oh, no, he can't. Okay. Yeah, he can immediately taunt the Mal'Ganis if he wants to get it out. But he loses his Defender for free.
He can't get his Mal'Ganis out.
Right. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Man.
He's thinking, what can he get with Mortal Coil that would be a better play than dropping a Simonis? Oh, yeah, the Mountain Giants.
Yeah.
Mountain Giant variation, probably weaker, because if you... Usually, you can never play Mountain Giants in this matchup.
Yeah. Alright, so face Hunters, sometimes they're on Hunter's Mark, but for the most part, it's just double Owl. So you don't really need to trade. But you can eliminate the Beast if you really want.
The handlock is racing.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know, if you truly wanted to race, he would have got that 9-7 out.
You're not going to give that one up. Oh, Mad Scientist is pretty good. But he's trying to think, how does he get through this wall efficiently? Unleash Eaglehorn Bow, he can push through.
Yeah,
but
Bow's pretty good here.
Be very weak to...
Or get Owl Bow Scientist.
Yeah. Then he sets up for Explosive Trap buffing his bow if he attacks in. But if he Owl Bows Scientists, then...
Oh, Lifecoach probably isn't. Okay, never mind. He might attack him. But yeah, well, Unleash is usually not going to get more than 3, but he didn't take it last turn. He did like... He avoided... We'll see. Does it now. The benefit of this is you get more creatures on the board that might actually live.
Because no matter what you play, you're always going to be susceptible to AoE.
Yeah.
Like, no matter if you play the Mad Scientist or the Unleash the Hounds, you're not taking away much power by like playing around AoE.
Yeah, you saw the Handlock racing. This is such a good card in the race. Alright, goes for it. It's the Owl or Bow? Goes with the Bow.
Okay.
Pretty solid.
Will he be able to find those last points of damage here, though? Or he needs to get to this Mal'Ganis pretty quickly.
Always right on time.
Right on time. Wow.
Owns. But anyways, he's looking at... If he's been keeping track, he knows that's the coin. So with 3 cards, how much damage can you do? 3, 4, 5. Oh, you can definitely kill him with Leroy Double Abusive.
Yeah. Or Unleash,
yeah,
Abusive Kill Command.
Double Arcane Golem.
He would
Coin
only,
hero power.
he would
No,
only
he
need to
can't afford
find 7 damage from hand. Because he'd be at 12 after the Dread Infernal. And he's got 5 showing here.
He knows the kill command's down. Is that game?
He's dead?
Yep.
Wow.
It's pretty good, pretty good.
I don't think you can really ask for much more if you're the Warlock in that situation. That is
Yeah.
pretty crazy. He managed to kill him on turn 7.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
You don't kill.
Lifecoach a little cheer.
Lifecoach gives a little fist pump to the air. A matchup that Azuzu thought would be nearly an automatic win for him.
Yeah.
A very tough matchup for Lifecoach. And he manages to take the lead in this series 2-1 with the victory for his Warlock.
Again, I think it's one of those situations where it doesn't really hurt Azuzu. He gets his Hunter. Hopefully he switches to Warlock here and saves Hunter for the last, for the end. He'll be good.
Yeah.
Although I guess Lifecoach only has the Paladin anyway, so the order doesn't matter. But
I think Hunter might even be better against Paladin.
yeah, it'll be great for his Paladin. So it's just a matter of Azuzu picking up a win with his Warlock.
Yeah. Which could prove to be a little bit tougher. Lifecoach only needs 1 more victory left to secure a spot in the final against GCT Turth. Lifecoach, he's beaten Strife Crow. Yesterday he had a lot of close matches. He actually fell 3-0 to Cornico, but other than that, his matches have been really solid. And he's had a lot of success in 2015, looking to continue that success. But Azuzu, this guy's looking to make a name for himself.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, people were asking, does this guy stream? He's already got some fans.
Yeah.
Really sick. Good for him.
He could be a compulsive liar. We may never know. Says he's on a chair. Looks like he's on a medicine ball. Who knows what this guy's up to?
Might just be levitating.
Could just be some kind of wizard.
It's possible.
It is. It is. He looks like a wizard. He seems nervous. Maybe he's nervous that people will catch on to him that he's a wizard.
Yeah. I don't think a wizard would be nervous about that.
I'd be nervous about that.
Are wizards nervous? Is that what they're known for?
I mean, how many wizards are there in the world?
I think there's like 14.
There's 14 wizards?
Last I checked, but...
If he gets captured as a wizard, then he'll be tortured and forced to give up the information about the other 13 wizards.
How do you get captured as a wizard?
You know, I don't know enough about wizards.
Your only magic trick is like to be good at Hearthstone?
Yeah.
Cup?
Oh, yes. This was the cup battle that we've been waiting for. Azuzu, pretty cool cups, but Lifecoach has the larger breadth of cup collection.
Definitely.
He's just been going with the glass today, the classic glass. He's had beer in that glass. He's had water in that glass. What else will Lifecoach put in his glass?
I'm not sure.
Who knows? He does, though, need 1 more win to move on to the finals. It is going to be his Paladin deck. Azuzu's going to try and get a win here with his Warlock.
See, I like it. Well, the order doesn't matter, but yeah.
Yeah. The order, yeah, because he's got to win with both. But again, like I said earlier, sometimes the momentum can play into your favor. So maybe you take the easier win first.
Yeah.
I think taking the easier win first is a better situation.
You could be like, I might be exhausted after this. I need to get the hard one out now.
Yeah, that's very true. But, I mean, maybe I would think that you'd want to try and exhaust Lifecoach more. He's played more games today.
Later time.
It's later there for him. You watched the stream earlier. He was having himself a beer earlier.
Okay.
That'll make him sleepy.
Yeah. And in the first game, the Paladin vs. Paladin, where Azuzu went with the counter rope strategy, he actually did successfully exhaust Lifecoach.
He did.
A little bit.
Exactly. Counter roping the serial roper. Yeah. The ropist. Careful.
Strong allegations.
Lifecoach is definitely a serial ropist. That is a fact.
I feel like we're going to get sued for defamation.
Nope. We didn't say anything bad.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a really poor hand for Lifecoach. Sure, it's going to be throwing away all of those. Azuzu, maybe some arguments could be an Asian watcher, but he's going to throw everything away too. A
Harrison
Dark Bomb.
Jones coming up. There. That's like the first Dark Bomb we've ever seen.
Yeah, ever. Yeah, this tournament, I think Azuzu is actually the only player who runs Dark Bomb in his Warlock deck.
I think Stripe Crows might have won. Maybe we just didn't see it.
Okay.
All right. You can pick up the muster. You can pick up a win.
I've had many wins like that playing Paladin against Warlock where...
There it is.
Wow. Now the Hellfire is
Yeah,
there.
he's got the coin Hellfire. Upsetting. So maybe just make dudes. Let the Hellfire go. Muster later.
Yeah. I like that, actually. Just hero power now. Because there's no... I mean, yeah, you want to put on pressure, but you're really not going to put on that much more pressure with just a muster as opposed to just a hero power.
Well, we have seen Strifeco, though, when he has the Hellfire, he Twilight Drakes first. And then you'll be upset if you haven't. You know.
He just wants to make sure that he Hellfires at the last possible moment.
Yeah, clear the board while you have a creature on the board. Maintain the initiative.
Because really, if he musters here, there's no threat for a Quartermaster next turn because he only has 4 mana.
Yeah.
So, point out the
knows how
Twilight
it works, though. He's thinking about it. He's doing the odds. Rope come down. Rope's coming down. Rope comes down.
The rope does come down. On turn 3.
Yep.
So it begins. Uh-oh.
Gets it off. Azuzu's like, what? It took you that long to do that? He's like surprised.
What other options could you possibly have on turn 3 that would require that much thought?
It's like, okay, I see what you're trying to do here.
To muster or not to muster? Coin Twilight Drake. Pretty straightforward set of plays here for Azuzu. Of course, like I said, I think Sludge Belcher is mandatory turn 5 play.
Yeah.
Or Warlocks.
We've seen Strifeco do like Void Caller on turn 5. But he's out.
He is out. Eliminated by Lifecoach himself.
Yeah.
That was a really close series. I mean, he's put on a lot of pressure so far.
Yeah,
19
Hellfire's
health.
just gonna shut down though. And you could even Drake if you want.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Let's see. That's 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 damage, you're good.
Oh yeah. Leave yourself at 4 health.
Hellfire. Next turn you're at 1.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
If he drakes,
he's really thinking about it.
He's got to take out a recruit at least if he drakes.
That's
even then, that's still
play.
a lot of value for Lifecoach.
You're forcing him to have it.
Oh man.
Bold.
He's thinking about it.
Azuzu. How large are your cojones?
He's thinking about it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. He stumbled upon, as we know, to be the correct answer. Now, his Twilight Drake is not very healthy, but better than his face not being healthy. This is rough. Harrison Jones, Twilight Drake just got so much value. Don't have it later for Jiraxis. Anti-Keelbot does trade into the Twilight Drake. I think that's a better play. You're probably not going to need the heal later on.
You're not going to need the heal bot. But, I mean, you could also just hero power and hit it twice with your Light's Justice. You got the heal bot.
Hit it twice with your Light's Justice, you're going to take 12 damage from that Twilight Drake.
With heal bots, you only take 4.
Okay. Well, you'll take 4 this turn,
Yeah.
then 4 the next turn. And then you'll have to hit it again, so you'll take 4 the next turn.
Oh, yeah, and plus your hero power could get Mortal Coiled.
Yeah. You could end up taking, even after the heal bot, 8 damage from that Twilight Drake. I like heal bot here.
You could just Dark Bomb, fortunately. Or just Sludge Belcher, turn 5 Sludge Belcher.
Yeah. It's mandatory. It really does feel like that's such a solid play, though.
Yeah.
I think Sludge Belcher is one of the reasons why Handlocks now can get away with like not running a lot of big threats. Like they can cut the Mountain Giants.
Yeah. Well, it gives them more time to get that Jiraxis going and the Mal'Ganis going.
Yeah. Made the deck a lot more consistent.
Yeah, before Sludge Belcher, they were like trying to do Sunwalker and Senjin, and it just wasn't good enough. Yeah.
Faceless Manipulator.
Faceless.
The old Handlock back in the day. I actually liked playing that Handlock better.
I've seen people running Faceless recently. They do they pop a Mal'Ganis out and they Faceless it, and the imps are at 5 and they just kill you, and you're like, they say well played. I'm like, okay.
Back pre-Nax, I used to, a long time ago, shortly after beta or before the official release even, I used to farm Legend Handlock players with Sacrificial Pact.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there was a time.
People are saying that that might be something that happens a lot with Nefarian.
Yeah, that could be possibility. You get the Warlock spells and you can use it against them, but there was like that Drax's time, and then there was a time where Handlocks didn't even play Drax's.
Yeah. Got cut for a while.
Yeah.
Alright, Sky Golem comes down. He just got the Pit Lord last time, so I think he's going to get like 4 more bad ones again.
Yeah. Well, we got Defender of Argus in one of the games, so
yeah, oh yeah.
That's about
but
it.
That was right before the Pit Lord.
Yeah.
So he needs to go into casual and like get the bad ones.
Yeah.
4 in a row. Then
maybe we'll get an average one here.
Yeah.
What would be average? Like a...
I think
3-3.
4-4.
Really?
Yeah, 4-4. Like,
there's a lot of 3-3s.
Yeah, like actually the 3-3 with the Divine Shield though is pretty average.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that one's solid. That one's really good.
The 3-3 with the Divine Shield.
Yeah.
It's played in arena sometimes, but I can't even remember what's.
Oh,
Silver Moon Guardian.
There you go.
There we go. Well, this feels like a good Dr. Boom turn, but if you play Dr. Boom, you have a lot of damage staring back at you. You're at 19 health.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. You're good. This deck, he's already used his 1 Dark Bomb.
Yeah.
Doesn't really want a Hellfire.
That's true.
No burst.
His other plays would be like Aldor Peacekeeper into Acolyte of Pain, but since he'd still leave a creature with 4 attack on the board.
Yeah, that'll be sick though if Azuzu tries to Dr. Boom, then you get to Acolyte Aldor. Alright.
Yeah, Dr. Boom seems like the best choice here. Dr. Boom!
And what's Azuzu got?
His own Dr. Boom.
He's also got a Molten Giant that could be free.
If the Boombots hit his face.
Yeah.
He can tap, and then Mortal Coil. I don't know.
I think he'd be super scared though, like of Quality Consecrate, just lose.
Yeah. He might just want to play his own Dr. Boom here. It seems like a bold play, but it also could be considered like the safer play because you have your own Boombots for Quality Consecrate that could end up like sort of saving you.
Actually, yeah, if he qualities.
Yeah.
I guess you could, yeah, okay.
I mean, he could get around it by like killing the taunt first, since he wouldn't be able to create a wall here and then attacking in. But at the same time, like most scenarios that he'd be in next turn that would give him lethal would mean he'd have to rely on bot damage to face.
Yeah.
Which means if he has to equality and then uses bots, his own Dr. Boom could die, and the damage that he would need on board could die before he gets what he needs.
There's the Draxus. Ooh, this is risky. If he just tries to taunt up, doesn't do any trades. Okay, he's gonna trade into Dr. Boom.
Oh ho ho ho.
He's thrown up. I don't care what you get.
What's he gonna get? Oh!
That's a good one. That's
okay.
Above average.
Yeah. 8 power.
It's actually really good because it blocks the Twilight Drake. He's got the second Mortal Coil, but...
Yeah. I like that. That's pretty problematic, actually. I'd say 8 power is probably around average. Maybe 7 power.
Yeah.
Would be around average. Because there's a lot of 3-3s. There's quite a bit of 4-3s.
You know what would have been the best? It would have been Rivendare right here. It's one of the best with the Boombots.
Double Boombot. Do double Boombot hits?
Yeah.
That's something I didn't even think about. The crazy interactions. Fun cards.
Aldor seems pretty solid, Belcher.
Aldor Belcher, yeah.
Unless he wants to start getting those hero powers going for the sneaky, sneaky
I wouldn't mind like an
Quartermaster.
Aldor Acolyte of Pain with a hero power here.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you keep not weaving in hero powers during your turns, the Quartermaster is going to sit dead.
It's already shuffled to the left.
Yeah.
Looking like a bloodlust there, but I mean, we always have the muster to save us.
Basically, wow, it's very similar to Bloodlust, yeah.
2 to all.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna go. Oh, no. Neither of our plays.
Yeah. This is probably the play that I actually like the least out of the 3.
He is number 1, though.
He is.
We can't question.
I'm sorry, Lord Lifecoach. Please forgive me.
Not quite as clutch as usual, Mr. Dread Infernal.
Yeah. This Dread Infernal is actually terrible. Because all it clears is, it gives him a draw.
You can kill the
clears
Belcher.
Boombots.
Belcher.
Yeah, you can't kill the Belcher, that's true.
Pretty solid, but...
I think the trade-off, though, isn't as good, because he has Mortal Coil to kill off the Belcher.
Yeah.
That's probably what you do first here, because he can make a play like... Oh, no. Yeah. Mortal Coil, clear off the Belcher, and then make a wall, but with Molten Giant, Ancient Watcher, or even just a Twilight Drake.
Chain reaction? I think so. Okay.
If he boombots here, he can't do anything else. And if the boombots on the other end hit his face, he doesn't have anything protecting him here. I guess it's not that risky. There's really not much damage on the board.
Is he gonna? All right. Oh, what? Zone one. That would have been crazy if that was like the best play.
Oh, it hit face. Now he can play a Molten Giant.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it lit up green.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. There was nothing that would have given him lethal there. Doesn't have Consecrate to pair with this quality, or like a Knife Juggler or anything like that. Does have Aldor for the Giant, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he has a Dr. Boom on the board as well. Wow, this is rough. I think he has to quality.
Yeah, you can start with the Acolyte into the Boombot if you want. And then you can Aldor and just swing. I mean, you could quality swing into one and then Belcher into the other.
It's pretty dangerous. I guess, like you said, not much burst remains here, but...
Yeah, an Owl. No, Owl wouldn't be enough. Okay, you're good to go.
Yeah.
All right, doesn't want the...
Looks like he's just going to get the one card. Not worry about the Boombot for now.
I know he's going to trade into one of the big guys, I guess, if he did it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Sylvanas doesn't really help him here.
Yeah, Sky Golem might be better.
Yeah, I like the Sky Golem. Like on an empty board, like when you're just throwing it down with a less threatening board, Sky Golem is the better choice here.
Yeah, he goes with it.
Wow. And that's strong of a board.
All right, Azuzu still has a bunch of taunts, though, so he's good to go.
Ooh, drops into the second Molten Giant.
Easy pickup.
So he can
Molten Jiraxis if he wants to get crazy.
Yeah. Actually like that.
He's only looking at 7 damage.
The other play here would be to throw the Boombot in. Dread Infernal. Might be able to even clear the Piloted Sky Golem.
I don't think the Boombot's gonna do anything.
You can make a really big wall here with Dread Infernal, Molten Giant,
okay.
Sunfear Protector. You've seen equality, most likely not running more than one. I think this is where you go all out.
Yeah, Jiraxis feels a bit weak.
Yeah. If you make a big wall this turn, he can't deal with it. Next turn, you're most likely setting yourself up for a safe Jiraxis. But how does he want to create it? Because he can utilize the Void Caller as well.
Yeah, I like Void Caller, Ancient Watcher, Molten Sunfury.
Okay.
Just wait in the Dread Infernal and the Jiraxis.
Are you okay with getting the Jiraxis onto the field instead of...
It is risky. You want to avoid that, but I don't think Azuzu is gonna like YOLO pop the Void Caller.
Yeah.
Lifecoach is upset. He's like, wow.
And I mean, he didn't really have much of a choice to use equality. It's not like he used it prematurely. Because,
yeah, it was worth.
Yeah.
All right. Piloted Sky Golem. Need a lot out of you.
He's most likely afraid to break the Void Caller. He does have Aldor Peacekeeper for the Molten Giant, and that's the second Molten Giant. There's not many big threats after that besides Mal'Ganis and Jiraxis, because he knows Azuzu runs the more, I don't even know, like the vanilla version of Demon Handlock without the Mountain Giants. So he could do something like Aldor Peacekeeper and Sylvanas here, but I'm pretty sure he wants to see what he's going to get from this Sky Golem first.
Yeah, but it's like you said, he doesn't want to throw it into the Void Caller, and throwing it into Ancient Watcher doesn't do much either.
Yeah. It gets rid of a wall that he's going to have to get through eventually.
It's true.
I mean, ideal. Yeah, I don't know.
It's really rough.
He could call his bluff and say...
Yeah. That is, yep, another 3-3.
Anything with a battle cry, basically, that comes from either a Piloted Shredder or a Piloted Sky Golem usually is way below average. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be Sylvanas plus Aldor.
Alright, Azuzu's like 1 off lethal, I believe, so if he gets a bomb... Oh, this is the taunt.
5, 6, 7.
Oh, he's got the taunt. Alright, so if he can do it with the bomb.
It's very... There's so many creatures on the board right now. He'd have to hit the face for 3.
Yeah.
An Owl would have done it as well, because he could silence his own Molten Giant. Back up to 8. Does he have another Owl left in his deck?
Another Owl?
Or has he used an Owl yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Tapping feels a little scary, though. Especially if you might lose the Draxus heal. But you got taunts. You got taunts.
Yeah. Still scary, though. Wow. This is tough. So he really has to know his deck inside and out right now, because he has to
Yeah,
try
still quite a few cards left, though.
Yeah, quite a few cards left, and there's not many of them that would give him lethal. Second Hellfire. Owl. What else? That might even be it.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to cast the Draxus here. I like it. You still have like 1 taunt up that's kind of scary.
He looks very pained by having to make this.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he mouthed it out.
Okay. This is role player.
Azuzu. Along with mountain climbing and lying to the faces of Hearthstone shoutcasters, Azuzu loves to roleplay as Draxus.
Alright, Life Coach, can you find a Shadow Flame for your Paladin? That'd be sick. Okay,
Harrison Jones, draw 7 cards.
Oh man.
Okay, so if Life Coach does Harrison here, what can he draw that's going to buy him another turn? I guess it's his only
Second
play.
equality, does he have one? Owl, does Owl do it?
Peacekeeper.
Okay.
Cheering, can't play it. Muster.
Muster, Quartermaster.
There it is, second
okay.
equality.
Is it even enough though? Is it better than Owl? Oh, he can Owl and equality. Kel'Thuzad.
Oh.
Oh, he can't Kel'Thuzad. Okay. He can't guarantee the steal, unfortunately. Oh, no. On like whatever comes out.
I mean, he's in okay shape, so I mean, he can like oh, actually no, I don't know.
He's got to be a little bit scared.
He's gonna go
Okay,
for
so if he gets some good snipes, he can like get a 50-50 steal going.
He's starting to run out of time. These juggles need to happen quickly.
Because there's no way he's killing off the Molten Giant, so it's like it's gonna be a 50-50. Oh, but it is super weak.
Oh wow, what does he steal? Oh, the Dread Infernal.
Okay, his hands are up. He got it.
That ends up being a huge turn.
Oh, that was sick.
He stole Azuzu's hands and turned it into 7 cards.
Yeah, like Azuzu's like, what am I doing? His hands are to the side. What does he do? He punches them?
Yeah. The mechanic of Harrison Jones, I'm trying to think how it makes sense lore-wise. Like, I'm going to steal your weapon and be rewarded with cards.
Yeah, cash it in, give it to the museum.
Does the museum really give him a reward?
I didn't watch Indiana Jones. He like got relics, and then who did he give them to? Museum? No.
I don't know. But there's actually a Harrison Jones in WoW too.
Oh, yeah?
He's like in every quest line ever.
I remember that guy.
Yeah. His quests are really annoying. Maybe that's why. Giving your opponent cards is really annoying. It's fitting with the theme here.
Okay.
I mean, really, he has to get rid of the Dread Infernal, make an Infernal himself, and put a wall up.
Yeah, he's still looking at 5 damage, plus whatever he can do with those 10 cards.
I don't think there's any way out of it, because Quartermaster is going to come out next turn. Equality is available as well.
Yeah.
I think that's game.
That should be game, yeah.
He's going to play the Sludge Belcher, Sunfury Protector just to try and taunt it up. But I think Lifecoach may have done it. Look at him, he's looking so intently into his webcam right now. His eyes, his pupils are like huge.
Yeah, interesting that he didn't taunt up the Giant, but he's even got the consecrate.
Equality, well actually he's trying to count it up, because if Equality consecrates, he can't go, but he does have...
You can throw one into the Belcher right now and then consecrate.
Yeah, that is definitely lethal. Consecrate, yeah. True Server Champion, so many things that he can use right here. he's double checking, making sure You can see Azuzu, this is the calmest I've seen him look the entirety of this tournament. And it looks like Lifecoach
going to get eliminated. And Lifecoach is going to advance.
Lifecoach advances to the finals to face GCT Turth. The only victory that he's had so far this tournament where he has not gone to a 5th game in a set. And you can see a sigh of relief, a victory sip of his water. Congratulations to Lifecoach. What a well-played series.
Well played, definitely.
Yeah, it's Azuzu, he had a good run. It seems like the 2 players that actually went 2-0 yesterday in the group stages.
Yeah, Koroneko and Azuzu.
I don't know if it was they just weren't warmed up or they weren't comfortable with their decks yet, but those are both the players that fell. So they didn't have to play as many games today, but it turned out to not matter because the 2 players that made it through elimination matches are the ones that made it to the finals. Yeah, pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. Well, we do have one more match remaining left here in week 1 of the Legendary Series. It is going to be Lifecoach taking on GCT Turth. Lifecoach, one of the invited players for this week, and GCT Turth coming all the way from that Challenger Cup. Last week he played Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to be able to qualify for this. So he's been through a long road. Lifecoach as well. I mean, he's played, what, 5 best-of-5s or 3? Yeah, 5 best-of-5s over the past couple of days to get to where he is. You can see on your screen there the playoff bracket for what we've seen today. But that will be coming up in just a little bit. Of course, we do want to give you guys a little bit reminder about the puzzle that we've been floating around throughout today. Our good friend Freshka